Hello everyone, it's DA here and welcome to the Q&A, the first one for 2019. This is where I posted something in the community post and, ask you guys to ask me any question. So the first question is coming from Mohammed Abdulaziz. It says your real name, so I don't call you Dade all the time. It's a bit embarrassing. Thank you, really like your videos. Actually, that is my real name, Alfoye. That is my real name. In case you don't know. Next one is from Andrew Ruggiero. Do you still think that they will add a javelin that has two support slots abilities and one damage slot ability, almost like a focused healer for your team? The developers have said that they don't want to have something that is so role centered around healing. They just want to have a way where you can kind of build your javelins for support, for defense, for offense, and all that kind of stuff. But then you never know. They might actually add a javelin that falls a little bit in that lines, but not to the point where everybody just needs that javelin. The next one is from Eero Verho. It says, when is the next Destiny stream? I don't know when I can do the next Destiny stream, but hopefully very soon, probably when the next season starts. I'll probably be streaming Destiny, but then it's also around the same time as Anthem's launch, so it's going to be a little bit crazy. The next one says, DA, is this Anthem related? If so, will you have custom glyphs like in Warframe, if there's any? We have talked to developers about that to see what they can do about that, but chances are they will only, even if they do, they will only do that stuff for EA Game Changers people, and I'm not part of the EA Game Changers. I don't want to be partnered with anyone. So, yeah, that will be out the window. The next one is by the Paragon J108. It says, thank you for your videos and for the information on Anthem. What is your favorite game mode or upcoming game mode in Anthem? Why and how much do you think you will play Anthem? How are you doing? Thanks for the feedback. All right, Paragon. Alright, so my favorite game mode, let me say, in any game, it will be Gambit in Destiny 2. I love that game mode because I'm someone who hates PvP, but when I play Gambit, I really go in. When I invade other teams, I wipe the entire floor with them. So that actually makes me feel good. As far as Anthem is concerned, I will say free play is everything, man. Free play is everything. It's going to be my favorite game mode because I don't have to worry about completing an objective in time or doing anything. I just have to walk around. How much do you think that you will play Anthem? I'm someone who is very invested in storytelling, and I like a lot of games that gives me a lot of story and lore. What makes it so interesting with Anthem is that I don't have to go to the wiki for it all the time. I can just pull it up in the in-game codex, so that is also quite interesting. So I will be playing in a while. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing marvelous. Thanks for asking. Majud Lastin, it says, why epic and legendary weapons looks like the same design? Yeah, that is one of the things that I'm also been hearing a lot of people ask. The difference between epic and legendary weapons is only that they have additional bonuses and stats and different unique perks. Now, they did say there might be another tier coming after legendary, which means that one could be like an exotic, which means it will have a unique design. Now, don't quote me on this, but it is a possibility. Also, I think that is also quite weird that epic and legendary have a similar design. I think it would have been cool to have them look way different. But you know what? That's just my opinion. And I hope that when they add the option to customize your weapons, we will be able to change the looks of these items. Dan BBW, no, not BBW, Dan BMW, after post launch, will there be more javelin classes to choose from? They plan on adding more javelins in the future. I don't know how fast or how soon, but they will be adding it in the future. Dan Harris, do you think they will add a boss which requires more people and more strategy? Time will tell. Now, as far as more strategy, yes, they will have a boss that will add more strategy. But in terms of more people, I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, we can already have 16 people in the launch bay. So having, more than four in free play or also at least a certain game mode, that will not be bad at all. My favorite music genre, well, I wouldn't say that I just have one, favorite music genre, but it's always going to be about hip hop, Afro calypso, and maybe a little bit of other classics or classical musics. Odin I7. By the way, that earlier one was from the Crazy Lord. Odin I7. What would you personally like to see added or changed in Anthem? I would like to see the squad size for certain missions increased to at least 6 people, because I just feel like that would be awesome to have more than just four. I would also like to see the feature to customize or change the colors of your weapons. I would like to see something where I can have a companion, like a mechanical dog or drone or something like that. That I can pop out. Maybe something that you use in your gear slot, and it just follows you around the entire mission. Maybe something that can revive you or supercharge your weapons. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dreaming too big, but I would like to see something like that in Anthem. Um, the next one from Peter Nizinga. Will Anthem have a partnership like Warframe? If yes, will Anthem get custom vinyls? Anthem really directly doesn't have a partnership, but EA has a partnership with creators. Um, Now, as far as vinyls or whatever it is, I think that would be a really cool idea. They might do something like that in the future, and also give the option to add player created skins for the javelins. Now, I'm not part of the partner program, so because I just got out of one partner program with Warframe, and it was ridiculous and terrible. So yeah, that's I'm not even going to be in it. Machi Davis, where is your accent from? It's cool, and I'm guessing it's from a whole more than one place. I'm actually from Nigeria, so you will get the Nigerian accent from it, and I'm in the United States, so you kind of get a mixture of it. If I speak in my native Nigerian accent, chances are some people will not understand. So, but yeah, good question. T Hobbs, by the way, T Hobbs is one of the faithful and amazing followers of this channel. I just had to shout him out. T Hobbs, what are you majoring in college and what degree? Okay, well, my undergrad is in biology, and right now my postgrad is in healthcare administration. Yeah, early in the morning, right? Colin Duncan, is cosmetic armor earned in game, or can it be purchased via in-game store? You can purchase it via in-game store, but you can also earn it in-game by earning coins while you play the game, and then using those coins to buy those armor pieces. Now, they do have certain things that they are going to be adding in the future that you will not be able to buy either with real money or by farming through coins. You literally have to participate in those events or in those activities like raids and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Well, we'll be able to have our custom javelin in the cinematics, or is it a preset javelin? Actually, you will have your custom javelin in the cinematics. So the way you have your javelin customized, that is what it's going to look like in the cinematics. Yeah. Straight out of the gutter. How long have you been living in the United States? I've been in the United States for like 10 years now, 11 years, I don't know. And you don't mean to ask another question, by the way. Do you feel safe living in America as a black person because of living, including, oh, to be honest, I'll be honest with you. As a black man in America, it's never really safe. Around certain people, family and friends, yes, it feels safe at times, but even in your own home, sometimes it can feel really unsafe when you look at the news and you see what is going on. It feels really crazy. You wonder, if that can happen to that person. What if I end up being a victim of this? And the way the laws are created, it's really messed up. If you don't live in America, chances are you will not understand how crazy some of these things are. But thank you for asking that question. Do I feel safe? Nah, not all the time. Nah. I would say 90% of the time, no. 10% maybe. Jerry Hampton, huge shout out to Jerry. Jerry is one of the amazing people who are recently started spotting on the channel, and he is also being a huge follower of the channel. Do you plan on maining a particular javelin? What made you choose that one? Ah, man, I'm maining Colossus. I know, it's crazy, right? I'm maining Colossus mainly because any game that I've played in World of Warcraft, even, my builds for Guild Wars 2 and other game, even in Warframe and all that kind of stuff, even in Destiny 2, I always main the tanky guy or the tanky character, mainly because I'm the type of person who hates to wait behind. I always want to get in the action and just ram everything down. I always like the big character. So the moment I saw the Colossus, I was just like, yep, that's it. That's it. Colossus all the way. But good question, Jerry. All right. Ryan Payne, do you think BioWare will allow the Colossus to use shoulder abilities while using shield, or use other shoulder abilities while using shield? And if not, do you think more abilities? Okay. Yeah, I think they may add more abilities in the future. Now, as far as the shield is concerned, I would love it if the Colossus have like maybe a dedicated pistol where you can, whip out next to your shield, or at least a SMG where you can just place on top of your shield and just shoot enemies down. I think that would be really cool, but I don't know. I don't know. If people ask for it, they may add it in the future. Silver Conrad asks, which is thicker, the Legion of Dawn Colossus or the Ironclad Colossus or the default thick boy? Legion of Dawn is thicker, but because of Elena Tarsus, But yeah, Legion of Dawn is thicker. Erasu asks, so now they've locked Grandmaster 2 and 3 at release. Could you explain why they would have taken that decision? I was looking on their Twitter and they said they have actually released it again, so you will be able to go into it. I think one of the things that they do is because all those Grandmaster levels are usually supposed to unlock the moment you reach level 30. But then I think they think or believe that once certain people reach level 30, instead of going to Grandmaster 1, they will automatically just jump and go all the way to Grandmaster 3, and they will get wrecked in there. So they're trying to dial it down. But they have tweeted that they have released it, so people can just, go ham and crazy with it. And I think they might have also thought about, having that feature unlocked at the beginning of the new act. But who knows? Great question, by the way. Unnamed is also one of the wonderful people who's been following the channel. Unnamed said, will you stick with YouTube or are you going to change one day in the future? YouTube is a hobby. So even if you have any professional job, you can still do YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So, there will be times in the future where I won't be able to upload as much because I'm in my, professional field. But, there are going to be times that you will see me. So it's part of, growth and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Dakota Ragan or Ragon asked a question. Do you think Anthem will have set pieces like Diablo, Division, EDC, etc.? I think they will have set pieces. I think they will. Unnamed again. Unnamed asked 2 more questions. How long do you expect Anthem to last? If BioWare do what they're supposed to do, Anthem will last at least 5 to 10 years. And another question from Unnamed, will you still play the new Warframe cinematic quests? I still have my Warframe account. I don't know if I would jump into Warframe and play the cinematics though, because I'm just bored of Warframe, to be honest. Even when they add the new cinematic quest, if there is nothing to actually keep me playing, I don't know. So I mean, I still have other Warframe partners that I support. I watch their streams and all that kind of stuff. So I'll probably end up watching them, instead of just playing it by myself. So, yep. DA, was your favorite javelin and why? I think I answered that question. Colossus is my favorite javelin. And because, Colossus is thick. It can take all the damage, absorb all the, crazy things going on. And Archangel Michael. Oh, I'm excited for this. I don't even know if Michael asked some questions yet. All right, last one is that someone sent me something on Discord and said Warframe developers were throwing shots at Anthem during their dev streams. It's been 2 dev streams in a row, and then another person, had commented and said, if I think Warframe isn't scared to lose all those $149.99 and $50 Prime access every 3 months because of Anthem, like, I'm really kidding myself. Like, Anthem is actually going after that market too. And actually, it's quite weird to see that developers are throwing shots at each other. Well, not throwing shots. It's quite weird to see that Warframe devs are throwing shots at BioWare when BioWare devs just said few weeks ago that devs are cool with each other and we don't throw shots at each other. That is quite weird, and it also shows a different level of growth between the developers as well. They threw somebody sent me a link, and they threw so much shots and jabs at Anthem, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, why would you be throwing shots at a buy to play game when your game is free to play? But then what that person said really, helped me out and helped me in understanding that Warframe devs are throwing shots because, their jobs are on the line too. Warframe is no longer independent. They're owned by a Chinese company. 100% of it is owned by it. 97% by Liu and 3% by Perfect World Entertainment, which means if they're not scared to lose those Prime access in this upcoming one, oh yeah, they are scared a whole lot right now, because people can decide if I want to buy Prime access or if I want to buy Anthem and get free updates later. So that is one of the things that people are thinking about, considering that every time you get Prime access, you don't get a full story for it. You don't get a cinematics for it. You just get, the skins and the platinum, But anyways, that's what I think about that. It was quite hilarious. And the new Warframe Hildren, the thick one, basically some people said it looks like Storm, Javelin, and Anthem. And yeah, it's one of those things, there will always be competition. Competition is good though, because it makes a lot of developers work harder. And I'm glad that, we're actually seeing something like that in Anthem and in Warframe. BioWare came out of the gate knowing who their competition is, and Warframe is tightening up because they didn't know that BioWare was gonna come out of the gate this strong. They saw I'm sure the people at Warframe Studios played Anthem as well. I'm sure they did, and they saw how crazy things are. So yeah, they throw jabs all the time, throw jabs about bugs, about pre-order bonuses and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, wearing the same Warframe who try to sell us helmets or eyepieces for $50 like a few months ago. Yeah, I remember they're the same ones, Anthem had a buggy VIP demo and maybe a few bugs on the open demo, but Warframe has had bugs since 2013. So yeah, the shots are equally fired on both sides, but it is what it is. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. That is going to be the end of the Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you like it. I know the Warframe fanboys are going to descend upon this video, but it's okay. I don't really care about them anyway. This is here for you who are fans of the channel and those of you who love what I make. Anyways, thanks. I'll see you in the next one.